There we go. YouTube is done. Make sure media sources are quiet while the game's loading up. Yeah, everything appears to be good. Game? Nice. Just gotta get comfortable. I also gotta charge my phone now. Charger's here. I wonder if my Chromebook has enough battery. Hold it. Oh yeah, I was trying to get a good deal with the cleric. Just give me a second. Can't do everything at once. Well, my cousin sent a photo. Wait a minute. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, there goes the hip. Yeah, there goes the hip again. Today... What the hell is this? Today, likely, my cousin will come home. And then they're all happy about that. These cables are all over the place. Redstone or 2 lapis. That seems to me like it's the same deal I got the first time. I don't know if I'm offline. I think I'm online. Because usually it'll give me a warning if I'm offline, I think. Unless it's just for the creative mode. I might be confusing things. Same exact deal. Got him in midair. Okay, there's stuff I can do here on my phone. I do not want to back up my phone. No. You give me this time. That's a worse deal. I don't know what that means. Verlet? Verlay? Integration? Okay. Let's do it this way, sir. 3 redstone for 1 lapis. That's a little better. I don't know how much I need lapis. Probably not that much. For 3 redstone. That's almost as good as 4 redstone. Not quite. I gotta check my files on my phone for a second. This shouldn't delay the gameplay. Whatever that means. Check my recent images. Same deal. That means no deal. I could have played Farming Simulator. Would have taken the same amount of time. shouldn't have done that. You're the butcher I like. I'm off the Acropolis to start some pandemonium. I don't know what the story is behind epic rap battles, like, of history. Um, they have a whole studio and everything set up for it. Is it like part of a different company? Is it a company? Do they like, what do you call it? Have people like, do they have like bosses and stuff that tells them what to make? Or is it just a group of like friends and randos that decide what videos they want to make? Ah, crap. You're getting away. You're not saving a meter. It's been 7 minutes doing this. I'm trying to do a lot of things at the same time. Okay, let's try this. Goddamn RNG. So, I guess I'll just keep going for now. I need to think, what do I want from here? More redstone or more lapis? If I could get 4 redstone, that'd be great. 3, I guess it's okay after all. Oh, that's good. 3 and 2. As long as it's more than 1, I guess it's fine. I'll accept this. Everything should be fine. Okay, so now I gotta get rid of something in my inventory. And I can deal with the issue at hand. If I drop this and spend the emerald immediately, let's see. What do you get me? 3 glowstone for an emerald, that's pretty good. I don't need ender pearls right now. Yeah, I'll accept that. So I get the same amount of redstone as I do for glowstone, for an emerald. But to make a redstone lamp, I need 4 times. 4 to 1. I need 4 redstone for 1 glowstone. So I need to spend exactly 4 times. So 4 emeralds and 1 emerald to get 4 times the redstone and 1 times the glowstone. So this is actually perfectly acceptable. Now, can I get rid of something? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, I will collect the redstone, or at least put it down, I guess. Pick up the food. Didn't work like I thought it would. Okay. So this bottle's still in the way. Let me think. The last thing I did was go fighting. And I ended up with a bunch of these things. Gunpowders and paper. Good, that didn't give me more than a stack. So I got one slot open. If I make more torches, I could get rid of some of this. Because I don't need charcoal other than torches right now. I need to light up some of these buildings. So to do that, let's see. Yeah, kelp. So I don't have any saplings on me, interestingly enough. Okay. So I can cut down trees. If I were to cut down trees, I would get both wood and saplings. If I place down the bed, I can get both. Do have some extra rotten flesh, though, that I can't get rid of. No matter what, basically. Not anytime soon, at the very least. So, move that up there. Okay, tree chopping time. I'm gonna need some saplings. But not too many. Literally just enough. I have 12 kelp that need to be cooked. Assuming they all require saplings, it would be a total of 24. That's quite a bit. That would be a lot of wood to collect too. So what do I do with the wood? As of now, I need to make stairs for the house, for the buildings. I don't remember what I need to make for the bridge thing. I think it's just logs. Could be wrong. Glass would also be needed. And to get that, I don't think he sells me anymore. I need to replenish him somehow. Possibly with paper. I do have one sheet of paper on me. So, that could work maybe. My eye was itchy. It's my other eye this time. HDMI cable just glitched the hell out right now. It's like I told my dad. He doesn't really care about it. But I told him, like, what? I kept talking and I basically circled around to a conclusion for myself. I asked him, so what can be done? What can be done about, like, bad memories in the past and stuff? Because you can't change that, the history and everything. But the only way to get rid of it is to forget it. Like a lot of ancient history has been forgotten. But the thing is, what if you don't want yourself, like, you already know about it? What if it's not enough just for you to forget it? What if it involves other things that aren't you? Other people, or whatever? The only way to get rid of it is to make them forget. And there's no way that you can make sure of that unless you purposefully know what it is and like steer them away from it. Like if it's something that is kind of inevitable, like it shows up commonly or frequently, then it's bound to show up again. Either it be a common thing that gets talked about, like a topic or a name or whatever. If it's frequent, if it's common, it'll show up again. And the only way to get over that would be to purposefully brainwash them, I guess. Like, use that bad thing in a different context each time until the only thing they associate with it is your memories, the ones that you made. Now, this is pretty obvious, for me at least. That's the best I could come up with. But there's no real way to enforce that forever. Somebody is gonna slip up. And the only way to, like, absolutely make sure it comes at a cost of a curse. The only way to make sure that no one remembers this bad thing is you have to constantly, in a sense, remind them by not letting them remember. You have to constantly be working towards that. So the cost is you. The curse is you can never forget it because you have to make sure that they don't remember it. And if you forget it, for example, crap, I made a pickaxe. If you forget it, then they could possibly remember it and be thinking about it, and you would have no idea. Do you, at that point, live comfortably in ignorance? Maybe. But you would always be in constant doubt. What if they act upon it? It depends what the bad thing is. What if they, like, are suffering from it and they don't want to bring it up, so they have to deal with it by themselves? So then, did I move from here? This, I guess. You either have to constantly be thinking about it yourself, just to make sure that they don't think about it. So you steer them away from anything that could potentially remind them, I guess. Like if it's somebody's name, for example, whatever name, you would have to remember what that name is so that in every context where that name could possibly show up, you like shield them from it. You block it from them, and that way they don't hear it and they don't remember any memories regarding that name or topic or whatever. You have to censor it. But you have to think about it all the time. Unless you have the trust that you're both going to forget it. I don't know. It's a curse. So I came to this circular conclusion entirely on my own. told my dad about it too. He really didn't care. He barely listened. But nowadays, it's typical. He's kind of like him and his brother. They're kind of like children. They're not uh, really. They don't usually do critical thinking. So I made the mistake of making a pickaxe last time, but I didn't do any important progress, so it was just easier to restart instead of having to fix that mistake. Which I don't know if goes against the rules, actually. I don't think it really matters anyway. The bad dream that I've been having, like specifically yesterday. I have other ones before, but yesterday, I suppose it started because of TV. I was watching the candidates, the forum for the candidates that want to be mayor around here, and I was getting really sleepy. But that's just my assumption that probably has something to do with it. My dream was about I was in the car, the red car that's all broken down and beat up now, with my dad and my mom. And they were taking me somewhere to school. It looked really weird and different, but it was there. And I remember specifically thinking to myself, I am a high school senior. I said it out loud and stuff, or like thought about it very specifically. Because I think I was like, I wonder what grade I'm in. But anyway, after I thought about that, um, I always lose my memory here. The trouble of trying to fit everything, like be prepared for everything. So I would have these three like backpacks of different sizes, a big one and a medium one that has a smaller one in the middle or in it, basically. I had to decide like, well, what size do I need for today? I don't know. It's not the first day. It's like the second or third day. I missed the first day or something, and now I don't really know what's going on or what am I supposed to do. And people were like gathering around in the parking lot, and it was weird. I didn't really like the parking lot. There was a bunch of empty space. Kind of wasted. But eventually somebody showed up, and a group of people showed up, and they were all talking to each other, ignoring me. And then I know the name of like one of them. So I talked to them. I spoke their full name to get their attention. And they stopped talking finally. And they were like, "What? What is it?" "It's my first time coming here. I know the first day was like yesterday and stuff, but I wasn't here. So like, could any of you like help? Like tell me what kind of bag I need?" So like I'm trying to figure out what size bag I'm supposed to use. A big one, a little one. Well, I don't know. It depends on you. Well, yeah, but like, are they are they expecting you to like take home textbooks or something? So like, I need a big one, or like, are we not carrying anything? So like, you know, you can get away with the little one. How much inventory space do I need? But they weren't very helpful. So I think I woke up after that. But no, more stuff happened. What do you call it? I went in the building, and then I dropped two of my axes. Didn't mean to do that. I was going up the stairs in the building, and I was looking for people, like staff, to see if they can help me figure out where I'm supposed to go. And then we ended up at the office, and that's where I told to myself that I am a high school senior. But then I was like thinking, so what does that mean? Does that mean like I have to go to like a college now? I have to start thinking about that. What am I supposed to do now? There was a program or something that was kind of forcing you as a high school student to think of and apply to different colleges before graduating. Like it's a requirement, something like that. I thought maybe that's what I was thinking of. I don't know. It's stressing me the hell out. But then I woke up laying on the bed and stuff. That's not what I need to make. Focus. And I realized, wait a second. No, I'm not. I'm out of high school. It's been a while too. It says something about me mentally, and that every time I think about school, it goes back to that. I'm not sure what it says about me, but it says something. It's not like I have unfinished business there or anything. It's not any of that. It's more like I never really got to enjoy anything. Because the whole time I was thinking of traveling and not really being there. Okay, this side's done. I should go down there. The bed's way over there. Might as well get that while it's still daytime. But anyway, it kind of crap. Kind of made me think about like the current time, current reality. In order for me to like go to school and get a one of those degree things, you need the money for it, which isn't that surprising. But because I've been away for about more than a year, I forget how much time now, I basically have to start over unless I give them like some kind of test score. I think I have that somewhere. But other than that, I would have to start over, which isn't that big of a deal for me. That's fine. It's pretty easy stuff anyway. The biggest hindrance would be the time and the money. The time I suppose I have. The money, maybe. Depends how much they need. Everything like totaled up, probably be around 1,000 something for I don't know, the first semester. You need like 3 or 4 of those semesters to complete everything. Depends what you're studying. And that's the second question. What would I be studying? Well, it sort of depends what the goal is. So like, what do I want to do versus what is more responsible to do? I would like to learn the proper ways of programming and coding and all that stuff. But I would like to learn the proper ways of a lot of things. So like making a video game and stuff. Could I learn it entirely on my own? Yeah. The resources are free and they're there. There's several YouTube videos probably and stuff I can read. But like, it would probably be easier to go to school for that. More effective. Problem is, I don't think there's a school for that near me. Like, I don't think they teach courses on how to make a game. Especially not like the types of games that I want to make. They might have something. They might have like programming in like C# or whatever. But that's like assuming you're going to work, I don't know, at some other thing that's not video games. Could you use it for games? Yeah, probably. That's probably for people that are like going to go into engineering or whatever. And they need to know a bit of programming. Like specific programming. I don't know. Plus, if it's like an engineering type of programming, that's probably going to be more expensive and not as useful. So it's not really the best, like, thing for me. If that's true. I could be making that up and be wrong. But I have a feeling that's what it's going to be like. Plus, if it were something like that, that type of stuff is very competitive from what I heard. I don't know. And I don't want to be competitive. I just want to learn my thing and then leave and be independent. I'm not trying to do someone else's job or leave, not leave, but like take their job. Take opportunities from them. I don't care. I want to do my own thing. My own thing does not involve anybody else. Doesn't involve you or your company or a different company. It's just me. So because I want independence in programming and stuff, might be better just to do it on my own. It would be a lot cheaper too. The only thing is it's a lot more difficult because I don't have a teacher. So I would need discipline, self-discipline. What do I want this to be? I want to be bookshelves or just a regular wall. Also, I don't know why they're different sizes. They shouldn't be. This is 5 blocks. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Don't really know why it turned out that way. I think I was supposed to break this, actually. I was supposed to, like, fix that by breaking it. I think. But that means, like, breaking all of the stairs. And go all the way down. Grunting. Alright, let's see. Here it's still 7. Here it's 5. If I wanted it to be symmetrical, I'd move all of this over 1. That would be moving the entire building, though. Basically, literally everything. Seems a bit tricky. Oops. Okay, maybe I can just fix up the, like, patch this up first. So that would be here. Not what I meant to do, but yeah, that works. So here, I guess I could also do stairs. Maybe. Be a lot of windows. If I were to just block it off, it'd be a square here. If I do it like this. And then I guess that works. And then this part can be a bookshelf. All the way to the top. Yeah. I gotta fix the roof here. See if I can do that now. Seven, 8, 9. Okay. I'm missing 2 pieces. There they are. Can't reach that. That's my phone. The ceiling is there. Crap, that's wrong. That goes there. Alright, I got more flooring here. There's not much I can do with this. Like, I need to break the floor, and that would give me dirt. So I'll just use up some planks first. I don't know if I want this way. Maybe I could put stairs here. Let me see. Give me multiples of 6. That's close enough. Let's see, can I put stairs here? Yeah, that works. Probably only need it there and not like at the bottom too. Like, let's see what the bottom would look like. First, pick all these up. That might work. Having them at the bottom too. Yeah, and then paint here. That works fine. Well enough. None of these will be multiples of 6. Seems like I'm always going to be one short. Yeah, I need to break another one, I guess. Okay. My axe is here. I need like another inventory slot there. Don't break those. Just these. Okay, I can probably get rid of some of this. So like here, this will be a solid wall, I guess. Just like this one. Might be able to decorate a bit with like stairs here for like a table. Something like that. But anyway. Let's see, I have a bunch of stairs with me. I can replace the windows. What about this one? This could probably be like completely open. You could stand here and look over the mountain. I dropped some wood down there. Put glass panes here like that. I'm not sure I like that design, but we'll see. Okay, put any of these down here. Maybe that'll work, I'm not sure. Be kind of like a cyclops. I'll break all of those and see what it looks like from the outside. So that means breaking that from the outside. From the outside, that's what it would look like, I mean. Move this closer. Okay, I need another axe soon. There we go. This part, I don't know. Just cover it up. That was the wrong block to break. Looks kind of weird if every window is like that. I think this should just be a regular wall. Or at the very least, not with stairs. Something like that. Give it a bit of privacy. Same with this one, I guess. Okay. What about this side? This side can have a long window here. Well, crap. Okay, this needs to be here? No, here. Like that. It's really weird though. So this side has a 2-window thing. This thing has 3. This thing has none. Probably mine this out. I don't like it. I don't think I'm gonna be in the right creative mindset for that. It's not dark yet. Oh. Oh yeah, I have food with me. Well, not with me. Food is ready for me. I gotta heat it up. I made food yesterday. I can go eat sooner or later. What time is it? 8:41 in the morning. It's a bit late. Or late for me, a bit early for everybody else. Nope. Alright, that should work. My crafting table is put down somewhere. Hopefully somewhere close. There it is. Don't know how I didn't see that. I'm gonna need another axe. Unless let's see, I have wood with me. Yeah, I'll make another axe. Put this down here. Thing is, in America, it's not the best financial advice to go to school, like colleges and stuff, because it is very expensive. In regards to like what you get out of it. And that's simply because a lot of jobs and companies and careers really, really exploit you. So even if you have a degree, a basic degree, you spent the money for it. You spent the time and the grading and everything for it. You passed the classes. Which, by the way, a degree is a pretty bad way to know if somebody's good or not at their job. It shows that you have the knowledge of like different things, but not really what different things. So like you could get a degree in science by not really having the knowledge that you need for the job. Like you could get a degree in science by having a bunch of different classes, some of which are kind of random, and don't really apply. Just need a class, like a math class, or a math class. You need a certain amount of like chemistry or something, or physics, even if you're not going to use it in your job. Plus, if you don't pass or finish like the last one, you don't get the degree, even if you know a lot or enough or more than other people who do have the degree. It's not the best way to measure these things. To really accurately measure it, you have to start them. I don't think there's another way to know if someone's good at something unless they try to do it. Like, really try to do it. But that type of testing takes a lot of time and resources and risk. It's kind of like hands-on training, I guess. But for stuff that isn't hands-on. Alright, I need to move some things. I need to bring the crafting table over here. I can also eat a pork chop now. So, like, you'll get the degree or whatever. Took a while, stressed you the hell out, and all these things. And possibly you're in debt. So what do you get out of that? Well, you get accepted likely. You get more likely to be accepted at a job. The job does not want to pay you. And if it could, it wouldn't pay you at all. But it can't do that, so it has to pay you something. And, well, it makes you more likely to be hired, kinda. Depends also on your age and everything. They're gonna try to use anything they can, any information, to try to see if they can pay you a little less. And they also don't want you to talk, the owners and workers, not workers, the people who sign the payments and authorize payment to you as a worker. They want to offer as much or as little as possible, and don't want you to talk about it if it can be avoided. So you're not supposed to talk about how much money you make with your other workers that are next to you. Don't talk about it. Don't ask about it. Don't try to find out. Because it's not equal. They could be making more, they could be making less. Either way, you're not supposed to find out. Because then you might ask questions as to why it's that way. For me, the type of degree or whatever that I would look for, I would like to be a scientist, a researcher for biology, like microbiology. Because there's a specific problem of cells and everything have intelligence and competence. The problem is there's no real way to like make them do what you want. So, for example, uh, in the microbiologic microbe world, um, they're smart in the sense that they remember and they know things. The cells do, like somehow, and they do things that are beneficial to themselves without really having a knowledge of what they're doing. Not to mention, at such a tiny scale, you don't have a nervous system or anything like that, because it's a single cellular system most of the time. There's competence. They make the correct choices. There's nothing that should allow them to make the correct choices, but they do. Oh, I gotta break this. What else do I need to do? Oh yeah, these be very helpful to have here. Oops. Almost gotta go back to bed. Which is way over there, actually. It's really far from here. I didn't tag this yet. Crap. Just go home. Had more work to do over here than I thought I did. Also, more jack-o'-lanterns would be helpful, in the sense that I can light it up, and also use up the shears a bit. God, there we go. Alright, farm is okay. You can kind of see below me. Kind of. Alright, let's go. There's no puddle down here. Oh, my bed's over here. Forgot I moved it. Alright, make sure there's no mobs around. These guys. You guys good? Everyone alive and safe? Think so. I could use with some more rotten flesh. Also gotta deal with this guy. Hit him in the foot. Just tank that one, I guess. Gunpowder. I got a sheet of paper for it. Oh, that's not good. I need one more piece. Oh well. Alright, you guys seem to be alive. That's the shepherd. The wrong guy. You guys in here? Yeah, I think that's you. Librarian. Farmer. Hey, librarian. Any glass? No. Alright, paper or bookshelves. We'll see. That redstone makes me a little nervous. It's not connected to anything, but still. Alright, anyway. You have these processes, microbially speaking. So you have like machinery, basically, that produces the right amount of proteins based on the instructions. And the instructions being the DNA, obviously. And the sequences therein. So, in a sense, it's all, I think, a liquid. Chemical. It's a liquid chemical mixture. It might be solid or gel-like, but I think it's a liquid. And depending on the order of these things, you'll have the machinery produce different types of proteins. And it's automatic, as in the sense that there's nothing we can think that would change the types of protein being made. It's not connected to our thoughts as a human species, individually. It just kind of happens. But like, I don't know how these cells could possibly know what to make, or how to make it, or how a material is different than a different material. They know. Or at the very least they react as if they know. And it's not like having their genetic sequence helpful in a way, because you can read their genome sequence and it doesn't have any like words. It's not a language. It's more like numbers. It's like coding without a coding language. It's kind of like emojis, I think, where you use pictures and like hieroglyphics to represent things, but you're not like specifically saying what. It's almost left open to interpretation. I think that's kind of like what the modern art people do. Just kind of dance around, flowing everywhere. No, it's interpretive dance. That's what it was. Through interpretive dance. Anyway, and I gotta go over there. I got enough food. It's fine. It's faster if I just run there. But anyway, this type of like scientific work is fun and everything. And to go to school for it, you would learn a lot more. But you wouldn't really get a job out of that. And from what I know, especially here, and from what I know is based off of the fact that we don't know. Me and my dad, my parents, nobody here, no one in the family, no one near the family, nobody has ever known where the hell do scientists work? Like, who hires them? How do you get paid? And I don't even know. And I'm interested in it. So, like, from what I guess, it's like, oh crap, the plants are getting stuck on the cables. Alright, I freed them a bit. It's like, it's kind of like commission, I suppose. So, like, you get hired as a scientist to do a research project. And that's it, really. You do your work, you try to figure out, give them an answer. Usually for bad corporations, from what I know. Or I assume. I don't know this at all. I assume the real money is like in Evil Incorporated. And that's not what most scientists would like to do. Hang on a second. 1 unit, 2, 3, 4th one, pillar here. First unit, second, third, 4th one, pillar here. I'm gonna move that. Oh, ironically, that's not where it's supposed to go. Pillar here. Yeah. So then this one can safely be put down. Probably move these a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Put this in the right spot. Probably do it like this. Yeah, that works. That's really the wrong spot. There. And break this one. Catch. Come on. Oh, that one's lost. Yeah. So then this one can also be filled in. Okay, just gotta go back down there and pick up the pieces. Which is a song too, by the way. Goddamn young generation. Don't know nothing. Oh, we couldn't fix it. Now it's your turn. Okay, there's nothing else I can do here. To put down this one stair somewhere. Should also try to fix this one. Just standing on the leg here. Hmm, 3 extra sand. Sure, that can be put down somewhere. Well, it's supposed to be over there, so put it over here. I think I can reach that. Yeah, I can. With just wood. I'm supposed to put down the staircase. And then return home. Okay, this ground is safe. It's very good. Very risky there. There we go. Alright. The boat is in here, though. Oh yeah, I have extra sand up here. I'm gonna have to get rid of that somehow. I'm pretty sure scientists, get paid for research on things, but usually by schools, so like universities, or companies, for the company. It's like they want to make sure that their product does something, so they'll hire scientists to try to prove that it does. But that has consequences for the scientists themselves as individuals, because that affects their credibility in a sense. So like they uh, if they try to prove that a certain motor oil or something is not as bad for the environment. And then they come up with some evidence. And then they work at a different place where they do something related to that. Like, oh, it turns out a comet is going to land very peacefully in the ocean, in the Arctic Circle. And it's going to replace a glacier that fell off. So, like, that helps a lot against the warming climate. Oh yeah, sure it is. This is the same scientist that told me that motor oil is not that bad. No wait, but this is different. This is different evidence. And they could be honest. They could be telling the truth. It's just hard to believe them because of their past and how they might be biased because of their past. And even something like that, that's a little ridiculous, would be relating to what I said earlier about how do you forget the past or make people forget about the past. Well, you can't unless, because you have to constantly remember what it is in order to make sure no one remembers it. You have to remember it. So it's a curse. You can't do it. This axe is not going to make it. Oh, no, it's going to make it. It's fine. It's got enough. Should make another one, though. Let's head over to a furnace, first of all. A career in science would be pretty good. It's respected for the most part, and it's depending what it is, because it varies a lot. It could either be very consistent or kind of random. You're just kind of doing scouting for jobs. But it could also be very, what do you call it? Varied in the type of work you do. You could be doing numbers, well, as usual, I mean, but also going outside to like physically gather evidence and things, physical things, like samples and whatnot. Crap, no more trees. And going outside to gather samples and everything could be fun. You would have a team and everything, and co-workers, and depending what it is, if it's like wildlife, you would probably likely be outside for hours, or days, or weeks, camping out there, learning things, spending time with the outdoors and people. Or mostly indoors with computers and machinery. It varies a lot. And I'm sure there's some of them that overlap. And they kind of like spend a day doing that and a day doing a different thing. That one's stuck on the leaves. Can't reach him from here. Gotta get closer. safe. A little concerned these guys aren't growing yet. Hey, they now. Do have a bunch of bone meal on me though. Guess I could give it a shot. Or not. Wait for them. That's my donkey. He's freaking out. Thought it was a villager. A really skinny villager. Moving around in circles really fast. Kinda creepy. Maybe I need to expand my tree farm a bit more. Or just be a bit more patient. Also, I don't know. I don't have any contacts directly in Europe. Perhaps maybe one. But I don't talk to them. So really, no. But from what I have heard, or overheard, I suppose, UK is kind of going to hell. I don't know how severe it is. And I think I gathered enough to determine what's the problem. It's a complete outsider. And I mean complete outsider. Not only as like, because I'm American or whatever. I'm barely American according to them. Or it would be. So like, from what I see, part of it has to do with a political party called the Tories, which is a funny name to me. I don't know why they're called that. It sounds like it's not serious. But apparently it's serious. And they're like the group that is bad. Generally helps out rich people, I suppose, at the expense of everybody else. Which is pretty typical. To be expected, I suppose. And, that group is responsible for the bad things of, like, things they used to have being taken away. So in America, there's no such thing as, like, just going to the doctor. You have to have a ton of money to pay for it. Or pay a ton of money first in stuff like insurance. And some jobs, I think, are supposed to pay for that out of your paycheck, or they pay it for you or something. I don't know. So unless you have a job, you don't have that. In other parts that are civilized, you can go to the doctor no matter what. Which I didn't know. We never go to the doctor anyway. We don't have the means for it. And kind of have a need for it, actually. But, you just don't really go, ever. I went when I was younger. I think there was, like, programs or something for me to go. Because I was young. And you have to protect the kids or something. But my parents never went. As far as I know, they've never gone. Except for, like, emergency surgeries or something. So, in the UK, I think they have that type of thing, the medical thing, paid for, in a way. And it's kind of treated as a freedom for everybody. a right in a sense. And that is being taken away by the Tories, their group. Which in turn turns them a bit more into America. That's how it is here. It's not the most obvious transition, but they're getting closer. And I see that as a bad thing, because you do not want to be like America when it comes to certain things. When it comes to how unfair it is with money, like who has it and who doesn't. When you have very few people who have it, a lot of money, and a whole bunch of people that don't have a lot or any, then you become similar to America. And that's bad. Because the economy depends on people spending. And if people don't have money because they're not getting paid, then they don't have money to spend. And that destroys the economy. Because you got a bunch of rich people, like a handful of rich people, and they don't spend that much, just kind of keep it. Middle class and lower people, economically, they're going to spend it because they have to. And there's a lot more. So it's way better for the economy to have more people receive more money because they spend it. You also don't want to be similar to America when it comes to workers, like protections. There are none, basically. I mean, there's a couple. There's a couple big ones. But there's no, like, consumer rights or anything. You have to be super careful how you spend your money, because you're likely not going to get it back if you get, like, the wrong thing, or they try to stiff you. And no industry is really safe from it either. There should be some that are safe, but they're not. And this is all to do because, well, obviously, big business is in charge. You have, like, large companies, large corporations, telling the people who make the rules, the politicians, what to do about the business. It's like having a sports team tell the referee what to say before they say it. Now, it's not obvious in that sense. It's not like they write it down or they tell them, now remember, don't say anything bad about me. It's more like an implicit human thing of, well, he gave me a ton of money, so am I really gonna say anything bad about him? They need access. Plus, we need to support him. That means lying and telling that he's doing the right thing when he's not. So these are obvious facts. And when there are also aspects of America. It could be changed or whatever, I don't care. I mean, you could have like revolutions and stuff to try to fix it. But, I don't know. You need a bunch of people to care. So the UK was a potential runaway place for me. But if it's gonna go to hell, then probably pick a different spot. Crap. Oh. Huh. Well, this is a pickle. Should have brought dirt. What would be faster? Probably this. Wait a minute. There's a puddle over there. Nice. Alright, I gotta fix that. I'm nearing the 0 mark too. Should be right here. And then I gotta turn this way. Check the map. Yeah. Should be here. So, if this is a pillar, the next unit would be here then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Log. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Log. Right here. I guess that works. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this will be glass here. Or right here. So then the log would be here. Here and here. Yeah. And this one would be here. Connect it like that. Alright, that works. And it just keeps going that way. I got really lucky on that one. Now from here I should measure it out to my point of interest. But I don't think I have to. I could just keep going. If I wanted to, I could make it even. So for this pillar, there's only 2 more units in that one. I could do it again, 2 more units, and then the first pillar. And then from that pillar go my typical 4 units. That could work. Thought I felt something on my neck. Wait, I brought the boat with me. I should bring it back. Okay, so I need glass now. Glass and stairs. Well, glass and logs, I guess. I also really need jack-o'-lanterns. They're stopping me from expanding the water further out. Could do with another pork chop. There we go. Wanted to see how much noise that makes. Trees are still not growing. So it looks like I should get some paper. Talk to the librarian a bit. I don't have to move everything around. It's fine. Hello, librarian. Yeah, I'll bring you some paper. How's that? Where's the sun? It's afternoon now. Essentially, what I need, like the types of problems that I'm willing to deal with. First of all, I need benefits. So, leaving America, I need a place where I can get an education. And an education would be something that I can use to get a job. And this job does not need to have a ton of money. I can do different ones that give me money. This job needs to have free time. So, time where I'm not traveling uh, a really long distance alone for a long time of the year. I get to stay home most of the time and do things that I need to do at home. That's number one. Might be able to get rid of a piece of paper. Hang on. I need free time and time off because that is life. That's literally what life is. And I need to spend it with my partners, meaning my parents, my wife, and stuff, and offspring. And they need me mentally. I am important to them, to their well being. Where did the librarian go? Excuse me. You're not here. Okay. It was right here somewhere. Unless you ran off because it got dark. There he is. Surprised there's only one of you. Still not enough, huh? Okay. There's more sugarcane over there. Let me go get it. Ignore me. Ignore me. Thank you. Can I fight this guy? He's not holding anything. Crap, he dropped a trident. Of course he did. Well, gonna have to use up a piece of paper. Alright, what am I gonna do with this? Trident. You know what? I could place this down.